I hit the button.
Cool.
Ain't even start up yet. Ain't start up yet.
I know I just wanted to get us started though.
This button right here.
Which one? That red one?
Let me go out and come back in sometime.
Why is that dropping low? Okay. Alright.
This fruit drink.
You said the fruit drink.
Right here. Chase this right here.
Oh yeah, man. Let's see. Why am I on the internet with that not even half percent? Anyway, it's on you, brother.
We start to get this audio right, because this stuff is still...
Both while we doing it.
You got your side up?
Got the audio going now. So we are set.
Alright.
Right.
Yo, what's good, family? Welcome back to the CastleDor. This your boy Darnell, aka Landlord.
Castle's right here. What's happening?
Yeah. So, thanks for walking through the CastleDor with us. We got another good episode coming up. What you been doing, bro?
Man, this week been long.
Yeah, I had me a long night last night. I think I stayed up maybe I was up for a good about 28 hours.
Good God Almighty. So you need to get one of them Red Bulls, some rum, some whiskey. Take my back brace off.
I got me a little resting before I came here.
Oh, okay. So you good to go.
I had to handle some business, man. Get a ball rolling and stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff that been sitting on the wayside, you know.
Okay.
But that's just an accumulation from me going to work and still coming home and doing what I really want to do. You gotta work on your passion.
You gotta work on everything.
Yeah. Especially when you try and get out or working for somebody else.
I mean, we'll talk about that.
You gotta build, man. You gotta build. Even if it's just taking the small steps, you know what I mean? Make sure you do one thing a week at least, you know? Don't ever just say, oh, I ain't got enough time, you know? You gotta make the time. Even if you got a little bit of time, take that 30 minutes or an hour to, you know, at least get something accomplished.
When you say that time to get things accomplished, oh wow. Oh, that's him.
You look at people say, I ain't get enough time to do this. I ain't get enough time to do that. You got a little time. The time you be on Instagram and Facebook and other social media,
That means they supposed to be watching us if they on that social media.
Yeah.
You know, that's what they supposed to be doing.
I still want the people to be productive though.
Hey, okay.
When you do find the time, make sure you watch us.
Absolutely. Been a crazy week. You know, talked to a lot of people about a lot of things. You know, we had the wife's grandfather, his funeral. You know, had a really great homegoing celebration there.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, blessings, and you know, you realize what an impact you have on everyone's life when you should know that daily. So it's like it's a celebration, but it's like you know that you've solidified your mark in this world.
Right.
So, you know, not a lot of people can actually say they've done that in life, and that's a dope thing to do. So.
Yeah. Like even my cousin passing, like that put like an extra little battery in my back to be like, you know, I got to get things accomplished and move forward with stuff and stop, you know, procrastinating, because time ain't waiting for no one.
Never. Ever waiting on anyone.
Yeah, ain't waiting for nobody. See if I get this thing to log in over here.
Alright, so let me kick it off. So, basically, a guy came out and said, you know, hey, you know, talking to a room full of women, and he was talking to them. He said, hey, man, other than, you know, sex, what do you bring to the table? You know, one woman was like, well, I clean, I cook, you know, I turn his house into a home. That's something that, you know, so dude was like, well, I could pay for a maid, I could pay for a cook, I could pay for a designer. She was like, you can also pay for a prostitute. And if you don't want companionship and you don't want a partnership, then that's what you should do. But if you're looking for those qualities and that's what you're looking for in your mate, then you need to at least set the expectation of what you expect from your partner.
Right.
So, you know, there was some back and forth on it. Kind of posted that video on the ground and got a lot of feedback on that. And everybody was kind of basically saying the same thing. Dude made valid points. You know, the woman was pretty much wasn't bringing, like, the main woman that was speaking wasn't really, she wasn't defending her species. By species, I mean unstable creature. By unstable creature, I mean the wait, is that cancel culture?
You see me leaning this time, I leave you over there by yourself. I'm gonna leave fall on that sword.
Said out, he fell on that knife about 4-5 times. Nah, but all joking aside, yeah, they pretty much, he was like, y'all do what y'all gotta do and move forward. Period.
Right.
Like, that's the end of the conversation. So then I got to talking and I started reaching out to people trying to find out what their love language was. Okay? And just trying to find out, how do you relate to your partner based on what love languages are and everything. So basically, for those who don't know, there's a psychologist who did this study and found out that there's 5 general ways that you romantically express and experience love with your partner and with other people. So the generic terms are acts of service, gift giving, physical touch, quality time, and words of affirmation. Okay? So with that being said, acts of service, some people feel love when you do something for them.
Right.
You know, as far as gift giving.
When they make them a sandwich or...
Right.
Just bring them a bottle of water.
Right. So some find gift giving, like if you give them a present, that you're expressing your love because you bought them something. Physical touch, sometimes it's a hug, sometimes it's being bent over the couch, whatever it is. And that's facts. That's why you ain't checking me on that one, because that's facts, because it could be sex. There are a lot of nymphomaniacs, that's their actual love language. And they're just people that have a nice appetite, that's their love language. But quality time is another one. Sometimes they just want to spend time with they person. Doesn't matter what they doing, as long as they're spending time.
Yeah.
And then the last one is words of affirmation. Sometimes people have to be reassured and reaffirmed on who they are. Like, oh, you're beautiful. Oh, I love when you do this, X, Y, and Z. Like, they need that boost. So, you know, with that being said, you know, it comes into a point where you got people who...
But do people even know what their love languages is?
That's another thing. A lot of people don't know. So you're out here in these relationships for trying to say that, you know, your partner doesn't understand you or doesn't fulfill your needs, but right. You don't know what your needs are. So we got a guest on the show today too. Doughboy came up from the Gump, all the way from Montgomery here, so he here to kick it with us today. we're gonna chime in and get him some help here and have him bless us with some of that Bama charm they got down there. So, have you ever heard of the 5 love languages? Okay.
Somewhat.
It's a good book. Like, I actually, my honeymoon, I was driving down to the beach, and I locked my wife in the car so she couldn't leave, and I just put it on the audio book because I wanted her to hear the book. So, it was one of those things where it's like, I think everybody at some point should sit down and read the book cover to cover, because there's a lot of good knowledge in there about not only with your person, your partner, but also it gives you the insight as to how to deal with people.
Okay.
Like family, friends, co-workers. They even done spin-offs of the book, and they've done like the 5 love languages for the workplace. How to deal with like certain type of management styles. Pretty dope. So
how to deal with your work wife?
Yeah, sometimes you gotta learn how to do that. Your work wife and her husband. So
you don't need no work wife or work husband.
I'm not gonna agree to that.
You should.
No, here's why I'm gonna say that. Because you're at a workplace and you have, I think that friendships are necessary. I never heard you do that before.
Something dead.
Nah, temperature again. I don't like this model. Yeah, this is the model I don't like. Dies on me all the time. Always temperature related.
Is that the newer one?
Yeah.
What's that, like the 8?
It's the 8, but they got a 9 now. I think we're gonna get the 9, so we don't have to worry about it. I mean, the 7 is working great, non-stop. So, but anyway, I digressed there. But yeah, back to talking about that. It was just interesting because now you married?
Yeah.
Okay. How long you been married?
15 years.
Okay. In these 15 long years of marriage.
Why you gotta be long?
15
Is
years
it long?
is
I mean, we've been together 18
good God.
total.
Yeah.
So in the 35 years you've been around.
Right.
So here's the thing. We kind of, we joke about it a lot, but in the 35 years you've been together, would you say y'all are pretty much like in sync? Like always?
Not all the time.
Okay. Majority.
Not all the time.
Majority.
75.
Okay. See, a lot of times when people get in relationships, I've learned that a lot of people are playing Marco Polo.
Right.
It's never like, wires always crossed.
Right. It's gonna be that way though.
So yeah. So with Marco Polo, it becomes difficult. Sometimes, you zig when you should have zagged.
Always.
So it comes to a point where it's like, dang, well, how did you all go from that 25% to that 75%?
Understanding our individual evolution.
Okay.
You can't, and everything I just said right there, that only occurred over the last 4 years. We only realized what it was over the last 4 or 5 years of our marriage, because it's like
y'all hit that stride.
Yeah, and we're not bumping heads, but I would say certain stuff, and then she'll come back and ask me certain stuff. It's like, you hear me, but you don't hear me.
Yeah.
That part, you understand what I'm saying? So the way we fixed it was we started being verbal about everything, every emotion,
Right.
and every not little thought, because we're not nagging, nagging couple at each other. But once we feel that vibe shift a little bit, we try to figure out where's the evolution taking place.
Okay. Understood.
And it ain't perfect. It's not perfect at all. It get ugly sometimes.
I mean, you gotta.
It could never be perfect because, two different people, 2 different minds,
most definitely.
feelings,
Most definitely. But if you're not sensitive to that, to the next person, like I know I got a lot of friends where one mate is not sensitive to that.
Right.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
The key is communication.
Yeah.
And getting your point across, not just to only have your point across, but to understand what the person is saying, and giving your feelings as well. It's all about the communication and just
give and take.
Yeah, it is give and take too. You gotta choose your battles.
And see, I'm learning that part because like one of my sisters, my middle sister Sonya, used to say all the time, like, I never choose my battles. Everything had to be a war. So it was like, for me, I wasn't always this carefree. So it took a couple of near-death experiences to kind of mellow me out, where it was like, all right then. And now, that becomes a problem to a lot of people as well, I've noticed, because they don't understand how I can be so relaxed and so carefree.
Man.
And, like, you ever seen the movie Office Space?
Yeah.
When dude was hypnotized and he was just like, oh well.
Right.
Yeah, so, like, after, like, I had a heart situation at a younger age, like 21, 22, yeah, it was scary. Man. So, I was doing what young, dumb men do. I was making, like, $100,000 a year. But I was working 2 full-time jobs, and I was partying at least 6 days a week. Like, literally running the clubs, running the streets. I was that famous pit bull. That's exactly what I was. Like,
so you would never gain no sleep.
I wasn't. I was surviving off of Full Throttles. Quick Trip had Super Go Juice pills. Yeah, so I used to pop those, and I was just go. Those two. I used to take those two. And run like all day, all night, and I would sleep like I sleep on Wednesday. Yeah, I sleep on Wednesday, and then one day I was like, I left work and I come to, it was about 30 minutes down the road, and I used to speed. You remember that little Cobalt I had?
Yeah.
So I used to speed in this car like all the time. Like I was always 100 or better, always. 25? No. I'm doing 100. Right. Like, all the time. But,
that's because you were all hopped up.
Yeah. 2 12s in the trunk, man. Yeah, I was like, what?
Yeah.
Couldn't tell me nothing.
Caffeine down.
Young, dumb, just wilding, because I had the money. Like, I go to the bar and be like, hey, man, I want 5 bottles. I want that section. Y'all can stay. It's cool. Y'all can stay. But I want this section. And I would do stuff like that. Just dumb stuff. Young, dumb stuff.
Right.
Be like, the only reason why you can stay, bro, is because, she here, and she look, she cute,
Yeah.
So it was like that, so.
She paid your admission over here.
Right, and it was so disrespectful. It'd be like, I mean, if you want to fight, we can, but sit down and enjoy a free drink and shut up.
Right.
And it was kind of those situations, so it was like, I just always just didn't care about nothing.
Flex.
Yeah. It wasn't even like a humble flex. It was like I was working out. Yeah. Big Bay take little Bay. Come on now.
Right.
So.
Want to take your girl too?
it was like that. So.
Just starting out.
And it was bad. So, I had the little heart thing. I woke up, man. I was like, man, I gotta go to the hospital. Went to the hospital. Spent a week in the hospital. After that, I was like, man, I can't let nothing upset me. So I quit one of my jobs. And then I was like, man, I ain't letting nothing stress me. So I literally, I was working for like the government. So I had a bunch of PTO. Worked maybe 2 or 3 days a week. And it was just because I had the time. So it'd just be like, oh, not working today. No, I'm not working today. I get a text message like, hey, where you at? Oh, I decided I want to come in today. Can you inform us next time? It was real disrespectful, but I was, the heart thing, man, had me scared and kind of just like, I'm just not stressing. So, I say all that to say that, I started to not, everything didn't have to have communication. So it was like, oh, I don't like that. Okay. And I just moved past it. And then like my business partner, she has me on the 10s. Does it matter 10 seconds from now? Does it matter 10 minutes, 10 hours, 10 days, or 10 months, or 10 years? And the more and more it doesn't matter, the least and least important. Like
That's good. I like it.
So and it's like, okay, it don't matter. Yeah, I shouldn't get that stress. So now 10 seconds, if something matters in 10 seconds, I gotta get it in. But if it don't, 10 minutes, alright, might be stress.
Right.
But once it get to that 10 days or 10 weeks, I got time. We can figure something out by then. We got time. So
that's good. I like that.
And it literally calmed a lot of my frustration down almost immediately.
I never heard of the 10s.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
That's different. I like that.
Yep. And it immediately
strategy.
just killed it right there. So.
Damn, bro, that helped me.
Like, I'm telling you, things amazing right there.
Yeah,
and when she told me that, I was so frustrated. I don't know if I told you that's when I was going off on everybody about the gold wing, because the first gold wing they dropped.
Right.
So, and I found the one in Charlotte, but they wanted me to like bring more money, and I was like, I haven't been on my bike. I hoped out on everybody, cussing everybody out. Like, everybody in the house was scared to talk to me, because they were just like, he angry. My brother didn't talk to me. We talk every day. He didn't talk to me for like 2 months. I know I went in. So I had to apologize to him, my wife, my mother, my business partner, one of my clients. And he was just like, bro, I understand. That's why I ain't even pushed the issue. But I was like I exploded. And every time anyone said something I didn't like was another explosion. And you would think I ran out of gunpowder, but no, it was another explosion. It was just, it was just like, yeah, it was bad business. So,
smash.
and that went on for about 2 weeks. Every day, all day, for 2 weeks.
How did you feel on the inside?
When I got on the bike.
Did you feel relieved when you were going off on people?
Right.
No, but when I got on my bike up in Charlotte to Hickory, North Carolina actually, to drive down, and I got about 20 miles down the road, and I turned my music up. Like, I was relaxed. It was like, this is what I needed.
I get it.
This is exactly what I needed.
You're like a Geico commercial.
Yeah. Yeah, thinking I'm down a 2-lane road on the coast. Like, that's how I felt.
I did it.
And, like, for those who don't ride, they don't really understand that feeling.
We ain't there.
Yeah. And they don't understand that. So for me, like that was my, like I got a full gym. Didn't even work out. Didn't do any of that. I was literally like, just leave me alone. Everybody just leave me alone. It's bad when you sleep in the recliner because you're so mad. You don't even go upstairs.
It's frustrating.
Cussing the cats out. What you meowing for? Get your...
Right.
You know?
You're looking in, trying get you evaluated, like, we might need to check him in.
He just a little upset right now.
72 hours. You know, he just need to go away for a little bit.
Get him a bike. Come on.
Yeah. Get him on a bicycle. Something. And here's the problem. I went from having 3 bikes in my garage to 0 bikes in my garage. So I just put the Busa in the shop, and I put the Ducati in the shop. And then I wrecked the Gold Wing. So I had no bikes. And I'm sitting here like... And then I've never been with just like one car. So now I only had my one truck. And
didn't you lose the truck at one point too?
yeah, at the same time. The truck and the bike was all within a 3-week period. So I was stuck. Like... Stuck. Like...
My prayer.
I couldn't move. Like, I was stuck at the house. Like, that ain't fair to nobody, you know? So, but you know, it is what it is. It happened, good things. We move forward. Boom. other topic. What were we talking about? I'm jumping around.
We did go on a little rant.
Yeah, we did about that bike, man. You understand?
Yeah, I understand, bro.
Right.
Let it off your chest, bro.
Yeah.
This
Now I
is the
got
time
it.
to talk about it.
Look, now I got it here. Trying to stay home. Nope, I'm good. Alright. So we talked about love languages. We talked about, do you know what your love language is, you know. One of the topics I brought on was surprises, lies. I say lies, sis, to go with the words. So I got hives and wives. So talk about love languages that tied to wives. I want to talk about hives. So actually, we got approached by another podcast. They wanna do like a collaboration episode for their third season that's coming up. The podcast is called Ho and Tell, and they talk about both of the ladies on there are relationship counselors and sex therapists. Okay. So they really spend a lot of time diving in on relationships, intimacy, and those type of conversations. So we ended up we were talking for one of her podcast posts that she posted about this young lady, how she found out she was allergic to latex.
Okay.
So she had been dating this guy, and they've been intimate, you know. They've been having fun, doing what they want to do, you know. Safe fun, you know, protected. But every time he would leave, like her mouth, her, you know, her
skin would be irritated.
Yeah, you know, her pleasure box would be her pleasure pot would be.
You still have to find out when she says something close to it.
The pleasure pot was
I tried cleaning it up.
The juice box. The Cuda cat. Anyway, they was all, she would get hives and
snatch.
Yeah, the snatch. You know, there you go. We had a whole episode on terminology for that.
I wish I could have caught that one.
Man, so we y'all can always go back. We are actually uploading everything on YouTube and on Apple podcast this week. So be prepared. Y'all can go ahead and watch those back, and we'll have those cleaned up for y'all. But so anyway, so the girl was like, man, the first time it happened, she knows she had dealt with a dude like a couple weeks before. So she thought she, you know, had something. So she went to the doctor, and of course the hives and everything were gone by then.
But is this can't be her first time, second time having sex?
No. This, you know how they say the older you get, allergies come on.
Oh, okay.
So you don't know you got it until
you start
one day.
Yeah. So she didn't want to, like, she was like, you know, it was great. She was like, it was great, but then he was like, why you don't want to do it again? Was like terrible, you know? So he started doubting himself, and finally she gave in like a couple weeks, about 2 weeks later, and it happened again. So now she's like, maybe it's him, maybe I'm allergic. So, you know, she called herself going and finding another cat she was dealing with, and they had relations.
And it happened again.
It happened again. So then she was like, wait, you know, maybe it's the brand. So she went to get the test, the allergy test, and you know, it was weird because the doctors wear latex gloves, and she was like, I would just itch a little, but it wasn't like it was, you know. So anyway, that's the hives part of that conversation where, yeah. So she spent, basically she cheated on dude to find out that she was allergic to latex. And dude, she's married a dude now, but he don't know that she had did that to find out.
So did he end up finding out?
Still doesn't know.
See, that woman cold blooded.
Right.
And
So
they call us dogs.
Right. Right. So
that was on a whim. That wasn't even no.
That wasn't even like. That was like, you know what?
The whole lot of
I think he cheated on me.
Right. No, it wasn't even that. It was just
Oh, you dirty.
I think he gave me some.
You're trifling.
I went to the doctor. I was clear. I don't know. It might be him. I'm gonna go ahead and get some of this. You know, to keep the body count down. They went back to the one that was safe. They stick to the rivers and the lakes that they used to. They ain't go chasing no waterfalls. You know what I'm saying? Can I get a witness? All right.
Just to keep the count down.
Just to keep the count down. But thought that was the craziest thing in the world, man. And everybody was sitting there looking real crazy. All right. We're gonna talk about the lies, right? So once again, you know, I was going through. We were reading some of the articles here, and one of the lies is that we came up with. Well, we found. This dude been dealing with a girl for like 2 years, right?
Okay.
So he keep his stuff real private. So while he's sitting there dealing with this stuff with the girl, he finally bring her around some of the friends, right? So one of his friends smashed old girl like a year ago.
Okay.
Mind you, they've been together 2 years. Okay. So during this whole conversation, it gets a little crazy because they're sitting there looking at each other eye to eye, and he like, you dirty chick, you know that you did it, and that's my friend, you know, blah blah blah. So he was torn because he was like, should I tell him? Should she tell him? Or should we both just lie and leave this alone? My question to y'all is, who should tell, or should either of them tell at all?
I mean, it depends on how good a friend y'all is.
Are y'all still conversating?
That's the question. Are they?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Because I think it was just like a short-term fling, but they not...
Then personally, if that's something, I don't think that's nobody business. If y'all ain't conversating like that, y'all ain't hooking up like that, y'all ain't.
So you wouldn't tell your mans, like, bro?
Yeah,
I
cause
smashed.
Yeah.
to me, it depends on how close a friend you are. Cause
Yeah, that part.
if that's like your friend, like y'all talk all the time,
No,
you might have even done tell them about smashing this chick.
So how long they
Right.
been together? How long they been together?
2 years.
And they smashed.
A year ago. Like, it was like
So it
4 or
was
5
during the
months
relationship.
in
And
that
went
year.
out-
But then he know that was his
relationship.
homeboy girl.
Nope.
Ooh,
He met her for the first time. Then. So now he torn, like, who's supposed to tell?
I don't know.
So that
I
means
think-
she was dipping out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So you got to tell.
I don't think they close friends then.
Why?
Cause then he should have known. Cause you went up for like a
Okay,
year.
and me and you tight, bro.
Right.
Like, I'm up here. I come by your house every
Right.
other day.
That,
you know,
that,
right.
that makes sense.
I know who you dealing with.
Right.
Right.
That makes sense
But
too.
I know who you dealing with.
I'm going to tell you. So, in my single day.
So that would say they're not that close a friend.
Nah, they were.
And I
My
probably
single
wouldn't say
day.
nothing.
My single day, there were girls I'd bring around everybody. But then I had my one, well, you know, that was special. Like, I don't bring her around nobody. Because I know y'all, you know, y'all Vikings some whores. And
Julio, but that's another story. But listen, though.
But,
even in that, though, bro, I know who you are.
right.
If I'm close to you as your boy,
Yeah.
Right. You gon' yeah.
I'm going to know,
Yeah.
bro.
It'd be like, yo, let me
In
show you a
a,
picture
in
of
a
this.
year, you probably at least seen her once.
Right.
You going to see at least one.
Yeah, at least
Right.
once.
So,
So then you just like, you wouldn't say nothing.
Nah,
if I ain't close to him,
Yeah, I ain't gonna say
like,
nothing.
if we just on a...
Like y'all just cool, but not like y'all.
Because especially if I didn't know, like, she came to me.
Alright.
You need to check her.
Right.
If it's in the sense of that.
So, but here's the problem. If
Okay.
she come and tell him, now you look like the ain't shit friend.
Bro, we wasn't that close, no way. I'm just...
That's facts.
I don't. If I didn't know that this was your chick,
That's fact.
and I've been smashing her, I don't smash her a year prior, and
Right.
you finally bring her around, I'm like, oh,
That's
oh
fact.
dear.
That's facts. Okay. Okay.
What's going on, Kelly? How you know her? Oh man, we used to work together, man. You know.
But okay, so I got one better for you.
Okay.
So, we got the throuple.
Okay.
I'll tell you what's going on with the throuple, okay? Because I got. So
Okay.
when we first started, there was a letter sent to us
Yeah.
about young lady got approached by a dude who was like, "Look, I got another friend, but I want the three of us to be friends. You a boss in your right, I'm a boss in my right, she a boss in her world. Three of us, we can be a power dynamic couple, throuple. So they can take trips.
Two dudes and a girl.
No.
Two chicks. No?
Two chicks and a dude. So dude came to both, both women the same way, threw it on the table, and I was like, you know what? I gotta respect that.
Hold up, I thought you said that she thought they were just friends.
She did, and then when
she found out they were more than that.
Right.
And then she pressed the girl about it, but in a way like we could all do it together.
no, the other girl pressed her about doing it together.
The actual girlfriend.
Yeah. So, and then he kind of like.
So he didn't have to do no work.
He really did.
It just fell in his lap.
Literally. Right, like he got his chocolate and he got his butter pecan. He's like, he got the perfect blend right there. So,
I'm talking about premium ice cream.
thick and slim. He got a perfect mix right there. So, anyway, they've been doing this thing now for about 6 months now, about close to 6 months. Well, about 4 months now. Anyway, it's been a while. They've been doing this. So, they got in a big argument a few weeks ago.
Yeah, they fell out.
She been still dealing with the dude, but the other chick hadn't been in the picture. So, her and the dude got in an argument. Dude was like, man, I'm just gonna go back to my apartment for the weekend. I'm gonna chill. Give you time to cool off. So she go to swing by the apartment like that Sunday. Put on a little nice negligee. Yeah. So she pull up over there and she has a key. She opened the door. The other chick came down apparently the day before because she heard about the blowout.
So then like, it's my time to slip in.
Right. So that became an argument. But then they end up it became an argument, then they ended up spending the night together, and then the next morning it was like, you still out of the group. We had fun this weekend, but you're still out of the group. Type situation.
Poor unicorn.
Yeah.
Poor little ting.
But that's what they doing. They riding that roller coaster right now. And that man sitting in the front seat just enjoying every bit of it. So that's the update on them.
How you know the ladies are enjoying it too though?
Well, I know they are. Yeah. They just got back from Puerto Rico. Man. All three of them are bosses. They're all the two ladies are bosses. He a supervisor.
Okay.
He a team lead. I can't even say he a boss. He a team lead. He ain't there he make okay money, but they make
money.
Boss money. They make big money.
That's why they kicked him out the group.
No. He's still there. They just kicked out one of the bosses, which is dumb. I was like, the two ladies should have stuck together. Hell,
you ain't lying. She got them all in there together.
Right. So,
but if he was in the kind of real pimp, he would have kept that together. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
He taking care of. Well, he's still in there with both. So can't be mad.
Just saying. Charlie, your Emma uncle from the 70s, not the 80s. They were correct.
Yeah. So next one we're gonna talk about is surprises. All right. So
So what's this surprise? This is.
So the surprises is kind of crazy. Okay. So was on another podcast talking to some content creators, and one of them was talking about how there's been a situation with basically he found out that his friend been messing with like his sister-in-law, right? But also messing with like one of his cousins, also messing with like 2 other females that are friends in this whole circle. Okay,
Right. So he all in the family.
yeah, and he like going ham all in the fam.
How you know them women ain't been talking and you know being his commercial, his promoters.
Yeah, he the one that like told his boy this, right? So the boy found out, you know, the boy he was talking to this old lady. Old lady started talking about how they done put 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 together, and they like, we gonna set him up and we gonna catch him.
God.
So now he telling, you know, his partner them like, bro, you just gotta lay low. You gotta just cut it off from everybody, right? Just lay low. Just say you gotta go out of town, something, right? So he do, and he's still in town, but he's still making his rotations, right? So he get caught at my partner house, cause he come over there and she just did a mass group test. That group test y'all got that women do, that group text is hell, man. I'm talking about, man, that's worse than the dang on the cops. That APB, they put that out.
When they put the helicopter in there,
man.
Group text is real. Like
you can't run from that chopper.
Nah, that group text hit, man. It be like, he was like, it wasn't even a good 30 minutes of him sitting down, poured him a drink, like this, sitting down, grabbed his Heineken, like, oh shit,
oh, y'all gonna do this?
Yeah.
This is what y'all doing?
This what y'all doing? For real? Really? Really? Wow.
I know y'all lying, bro. Ashley Kush was somewhere around here. Yeah.
Man, he said it was some furniture moving in there. And he wanted to help, but then he was like, nah, happy wife, happy life.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit here and watch this. Boy, you know you were wrong for that.
Right.
Yeah, ain't too much you could do at that point.
Once the shit hit the fan, it's
yeah.
over with.
Hey, that joint was crazy. That joint was crazy. He was like, man, when I say furniture moving, he was sitting on the sofa and they would put the sofa across the room. He just kind of put his feet up. He said he felt like a little, you know, put his feet up, holding his drink, because he was like, they kept moving the furniture. So he was like, I'm gonna keep getting my feet pulled up on the couch. So he's sitting there, just put his feet up. They got drugged. So when I talk about surprises, if you're gonna do your dirt, number 1, you should never have witnesses. Number 2, you should never do dirt. And number 3,
don't do no dirt.
Right. You're gonna be out there, you better be more careful than you been.
Because they're gonna eventually come to light.
So Victor Hill, that's another surprise. He getting indicted, man. You know, they you know, I didn't want to say that when he first got arrested, because I was like, man, they just going after Victor, because Victor keep the criminals in line. He used to keep them in line in Clayton County. After the first time they arrested him, they started running crazy down there. But before that, Victor kept him in line. So he had to step up his game a little bit and get a little more rough.
So what you do to get rough?
Put pillowcases over people's head and beat them up. Apparently that's illegal. Apparently, I mean, well, I ain't know, but you did something illegal to go to jail.
You acting like he one of the prisoners?
Yeah, he was. Blanket parties, man. Look. So a blanket party, for those who don't know, is when someone goes to sleep. Somebody get under the bunk. They hold the blanket down real tight so you can't go nowhere. And that's when you get beat. So at least that's what I heard. Not that I know about what any of that stuff is, but yeah, that's what happens. Allegedly. Potentially.
Allegedly.
From what I heard. I read it in on Wikipedia.
WikiLeaks?
Mm-hmm. You know, anybody can write their stuff on Wikipedia.
I'm trying to tell you.
Right.
Alternative facts.
Oh yeah, that's it. Hey man, you know Trump did it all the time. Hey, real news.
Real news, fake news.
Fake news. Hey man, y'all get off my president. Nah.
Fake news. That's fake news.
That's fake news. Okay. Okay. Oh man, we getting down to the last 15, y'all. So turn the flow open. Y'all got anything y'all want? Y'all got anything y'all want to throw out there? Oh, hand me that transfusion thing. That can right there. Yeah. So, y'all know I always do something new for the everybody, but y'all need to start paying me for this. This is called a transfusion mix. It's grape juice and ginger ale. Owens makes a lot of great mixers, but they make good ginger beer too. But this, they say use vodka. I use whiskey because I ain't no punk. So,
I
yeah.
don't have to do anything.
Cause I don't like vodka.
So how that mean? What I gotta do being a punk or not?
Cause I don't like vodka.
Right.
So I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Cause the vodka is strong too.
Everybody knows what vodka does to me.
You go put into one of them whiskey and be like, my friend, the vodka is everything.
You like the
Vodka
yeah.
is everything.
Like hey, compadre, you good. So
we give vodka to babies.
I mean, like y'all give rum to the picnic them.
Crazy.
Oh Lord. But yeah, big things coming. Vikings. You know, y'all don't know, National Bikers Roundup is this week coming, Tuesday through Saturday. Well, Sunday. Come out, have fun. We gonna figure out what we're gonna. You want to record down there, or you want me to drive up here to record?
I'm not going down there.
It's like 20 minutes from your house.
No, it's not.
Okay, 45 minutes.
It's more like an hour.
So
I've been there
I know.
to the fair.
we gotta figure out where we're recording. So we
You see
gonna.
how he said 20 minutes. Okay, 45.
All right, an hour. I mean, you know, hey, what's time when you're having fun?
Yeah, that part.
So we're gonna do it your way then. So I can head back. So we're gonna record on the road next week. Want y'all to know it's gonna be an epic week. Yeah.
Well, I've been working on my labels for my deodorant.
Okay.
It's coming soon. You know what I mean? I got my first round gonna be available soon. Soon I get these labels together, we're gonna slap them on and we're going live on the net.
Perfect. What was I gonna say? Got on the bike, man. Had a good ride. You know, every time I ride to Montgomery, I end up coming back in a thunderstorm.
Oh yeah.
It rains on me every time I come home when I leave Montgomery. That's why I'd rather drive than ride. Cause when I drive, it be sunny. The moment I get on twos, it rains. You know, me and V1 got caught in the rain coming back, right? The whole way from Opelika all the way to Noonan.
Wow.
The whole way. I was like, we didn't even make it to Montgomery. We made it to like the cut, just like to like the outskirts of town. And man,
Y'all should be good this weekend, I think.
he says that, and then here it is. I'm in a rain. Well, I got a rain suit now.
So you gonna ride down there again?
Oh
He
yeah.
got a spaceship, man. He don't feel none of that.
Yeah. Look, they was
He
on
said,
the
man,
dirt
because he in
road.
the rain. nothing on that bike, man.
We were all on the dirt road, and I switched mine to traction.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Wait, your bike changed modes?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Hold on." We were trying to turn around. And I hit the reverse. Wait, your bike got reverse? Yeah. Hey man, that sat on that man. That suspension was so comfortable. Yeah.
They never gave you color money.
Hey, it's funny. So like, you know, a couple club bros got F-150s, and that's the only other truck I would say that is like road worthy. Like anything else is trash. Yeah,
The Tundra.
trash. It's American. It's America. And I'm sorry.
I don't feel in love with Dodge lately, man.
Okay, but here's the thing.
Yeah,
if you ain't
Dodge.
towing something all day long, and even if you are, the interior is trash. The interior gonna break up on you.
On
Things
the
gonna
Dodge?
fall. Yes. Man, it is a known fact. The Dodge Ram interior is trash, and so is they drivetrain. They drivetrain. You know how many Rams I done seen driving down the road, and the way they drivetrain is that on their back, it just drop down to the ground. You see their back end come up like this. Look it up. I'm telling you, every Dodge Ram, look up. That's what it do. That back end drop down when that drivetrain drop, and that back end come up off the ground. Every time. So
It's called regular maintenance.
don't matter. It's a Dodge. I'm just gonna put
What
that
about
out
Chevy?
there. I love a Chevy. That's all. Look, I'm a heavy Chevy all day long. I ain't like Dodge since 1986. I had a Dodge Diplomat. That baby ran. Police Interceptor engine, that motor in there.
To me, the Dodge be having a good engine.
Nah, the good transmission. Yes. It can pull anything. Yes. But not for a long time. You gonna pull it till you pull a hamstring then.
I am done, Bo.
That's exactly what it's gonna do.
Another truck goes pull a hamstring.
Yeah. Exactly what happened then, y'all. You be doing this down the road.
Stupid.
I'm talking about like, man, somebody must put diesel in my gas.
Right.
Like, you know, why it won't go? Like, you know.
And I got it.
Oh, man.
See? You got Dodge? A diesel? Look, let me show you the Dodge that drivetrain on them. Oh man, just because I don't want you to think I'm lying, okay?
Oh Lord. You finna tell me I spent the wrong money on the
Yeah.
wrong vehicle.
Yep.
But I tell you, you got traded in.
Yeah, hopefully by the end of the year.
I said a Dodge.
Yep.
The drivetrain going to drop out on it.
It's that drive shaft. I'm sorry, it's the shaft. Yeah, they got videos of it. There's a bunch of them around here.
Around here in Atlanta, I mean.
Period. No, not in.
Oh, hell
I'm talking about on YouTube. Yeah, man. What happened? You can see it right because it spin. They shaft spin,
Mm-hmm.
and what happened is it be spinning, and then just, and that back end go, ow! She go, ow! Next thing you know, you sitting there like looking crazy.
Sound effects.
You gonna look? He gonna have to have his You gonna have to have your seatbelt on. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell
I
you.
got AAA, man. Come get it, y'all.
Yeah.
I got the gold card. So.
Hey, watch. I'm trying to show you. Like you see, all first video, replace. It failed again. Watch this. It failed. I wish. It's even crazy when you see it in person. It's crazy because I was on my bike, right? My first bike, my Katana. I was coming down Wesley Chapel. Yes, coming down Wesley Chapel. We turned on the snap finger, and as soon as we turned on snap finger, I had the straight pipe, so I hit the throttle. You know, it's a Katana, so it wasn't like I was blasting, but I hit the Katana. You know, I hit these things, so I heard.
There you go.
I was like, oh, snap. So I saw the truck come up in the air. And I was like, so I pull over, you know, I put my kickstand down because I'm like, oh, snap. So, you know, they jump out the car, out the truck, they like, God, they looking down, it just sitting there, pointing down in the asphalt. Cause it ain't going nowhere. Once you get that,
once you get in bed,
yeah, you go, ooh.
Right.
That was like, ow, woo.
Can't stop me on the dime.
Right. Be like, man, my brakes ain't never done that before.
Right.
Yeah, it's a known dodge. You look, every time you see it, there you go.
He pulling another truck though.
Normally, I told you that's what they use for the pull.
I'm trying to see if they got one going down the road.
You gotta catch it. I've seen them. I've seen it in person, and then I was like, man, I didn't know what that was. I was like, man, I went and looked online, and it was like, it's a known issue. It's Dodge.
That's crazy.
My spaceship is a dog.
I understand. All right, you finna get in the real truck in a second, man. We're gonna jump in. We're gonna jump in that GMC. You gonna be like, oh, this is nice.
Oh, I already know, bro. I love GMC. I love they whole little line.
Oh yeah.
It's expensive though. You know what I'm saying? That little upper epsilon of trucks.
I ain't never paid full price on a vehicle yet. I'm lying. I did. That Cobalt's the only car I've ever paid full price on. I was trying to like say I ain't need nobody's help, and my uncle was an executive for General Motors, so I get nephew discount for years.
Oh wow.
And I was just like, I'm not going to him because I can get it myself. I got money. Yeah, man, I got on there, man. I bought that dang on car. I spent more for that Cobalt than I did for my Nissan Xterra.
What?
Yeah.
We're gonna get the uncle discount.
Yeah.
From here on now.
Facts. I
I
ain't
like
went
the way
nowhere
that
else.
works out better.
I ain't went nowhere else since then.
Even if you don't talk to your uncle, it's good to have his discount.
No, we cool now. Like, I'm gonna tell you, my uncle retired and moved down here. And we don't talk every day, but I can call him right now. Well, yeah, I can call him right now. Go over there, get a cigar. We can sit down, chop it up,
That's what's up.
and relax. And just sit down and relax, So, and talk about everything on the sun. So, we are actually coming up to time. You want to call it?
Call the time.
Yeah.
It's 8:56.
No, I meant wrapping it up. Alright, Mr. Literal.
My wife been telling me about watching Atypical. She like, you kind of like the atypical
She
dude.
said you on the spectrum.
Yeah. I might be. So what?
Wait, Marta pull up to your front doorstep?
Nah, never.
Oh, okay. So I was messing with the oldest.
I'm functioning.
I was messing.
I function with mine.
Yeah, I was messing with the oldest, and I said, man, she said something crazy, and I was like, man, clearly you done bumped your head. I was like, man, you a short bus rider. I was like, you need a helmet to go outside. I was just like, I went in clowning on her. Our birthday, she just turned 16. So,
I get canceled like what's his name? The baby?
Oh, the baby. Oh, yeah. So, I want to talk. Yeah. So, is it me, or did his apology sound like old boy from the Boondocks?
Uncle Ruckus.
Nah, the bad one that like to smoke with cigarettes. I'm sorry, I'm only saying this because my grandmama said I had to,
Right,
and it sounded like he was doing it on beat too. Well, off beat because he don't never say on beat. He was like, I'm sorry, doing this because they said I had to, Like, so I don't know. I don't know how sincere that was. But here's the thing behind it. And I will say this. They don't have a problem with him saying nigga, calling women bitches. They don't have a problem with none of that.
Selling drugs.
Killing people, saying none of that.
None of those lyrics.
But the moment he says something about the LBGTQ, there's some more numbers in there. Some letters in there. Anyway, so anything about that community, it's immediately put to a council. And I just...
Well, that's because they don't figure out how to push the weight.
But the problem with that is that energy should be brought through everything. Like Ply said, his first album You know, that song 100 Years, you know, when he was talking about Cracker gave him 100 years, the executives wanted him to remove Cracker from his from the lyrics.
Yeah.
And he was like, so I done said nigga like 35 times on that first verse.
Right.
And y'all ain't got no problem with that, but y'all got a problem with me saying this. So he was like, nah, I'm gonna keep it like it is. And if y'all want to cancel me, I'll go sell my record to someone else, and then they'll distribute it, and we'll still get this money. I just want it to be equal across the board. That's all I'm saying. Like I you know, I just wish it would be equal across the board. If you got to beef with one conversation, you should have beef with all conversations.
Too sensitive.
Well, then you shouldn't have beef about no conversation then.
People too sensitive about certain topics, bro.
And that's the thing, though. So, like, for me, I don't care your sexual orientation.
Right.
What you do is what you do. Who do you is who do you. I don't have, that ain't me. That ain't what I got to deal with.
Exactly.
Neither
am I concerned with.
Right.
It ain't my thing.
Right. So, at the end of the day, I just like I wouldn't be walking around here calling no woman, black, white, Asian, whatever. I would not be calling her no bitch, because I got 3 sisters and somebody called them, any of them that y'all got hell to pay.
Yeah, we got
like,
problem.
Everybody know I hate the N-word, because I tell everybody, like, I don't like to be called it. I don't use it. So I challenge my people not to say it around me. And I try to keep them from doing that. So I just feel like moving forward, we gotta police ourselves and make sure that we accountable for what we doing.
Yeah.
Oh man, I had laughed because I rode across this video where the man said his white Dodge Rams are crap.
Got a cow. Alright, send us off, brother.
Alright man, it's about that time. Thanks for walking through the CastleDor with us. It's been your boy Darnell, aka Lod.
Castles, Trouble, Castleberry, whatever. Y'all know who I is.
He be forgetting he lying sometimes.
I do, man. I need the red dot, man. You know, like when they were doing the General commercial and they had it for Shaq. I need that dot. Right. Jaden was supposed to put it on the screen. But yeah, we out.
Alright. Peace.